Let's see if anybody's here yet. I see people are rocking already in the chat. Let's give them a little quick intro here. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. We got a special guest here. You can probably see him right now. He has been stopping hockey pucks, and he taught us how to shave. You guys seen him in the movies. He is now a knife enthusiast, and we were chatting, so apologize for being late, but we were just chatting each other's ear off. I'm like, hey, we should probably go live and join the conversation with you guys. Good
Bro,
morning.
I thought we were live. I was giving you my best shit, dude. I didn't know that was just you.
I'm sorry. We were going crazy, having fun, and I realized that.
Oh, now I gotta repeat all that shit. That was gold, Bronny, gold.
We messed up, man. I guess everybody will just have to listen.
I got more in the tank. It's not a problem. I got more.
We were talking about the winter blade just now that he's got in his hand. He was fidgeting it and making me jealous because I live in Minnesota and that's where winter blades is. I was just telling that, and you were making me jealous with that knife,
dude. The winter blade that thing is so good. Like, it's one of the knives where, like, I look at my my credit card situation, and I look at this and I'm like, it's all right. We have some cool ones. Okay, it's all right. And yeah, this thing is amazing. Like I was telling you, I forget that I have it sometimes. But this thing right here, I mean, really?
so good.
That you got to get one of these, bro.
I've yet to handle one, and I was saying that like I definitely need to get one, like because it just looks fun. Like I know people are like, oh, you can't have a knife if you just want it for fidget factor. I'm a fidget factor guy. It's got to have a sharp edge. I like to have fun with it. I mean, we're adults. We fidget with.
Bro, this is also a chunk of Magna Cut. I mean, that's legit. That's a knife right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I get it. I get it. Knives aren't toys, but you know,
there's so many things though. Like we were saying earlier in the when we're chatting, like how with the EDC community is like some of the coolest people, but we're also a broad horizon of people. Like, and I think I fall like amongst all of that. Like, I'm a collector. I love collecting knives. I've got knives that I don't use. Like I got a Sabenza back here with that, beautiful Damascus blade. I don't use it. It's like my Sunday knife. So it's my collector's knife. And then I've got knives like, it's just, well, in my pocket, I've got the Urban EDC, the F5.5.
I want an
this
F5.
Is a user. It's a user knife. And everything in between there. I love fidget factor. It's got to be easy to flip open. I don't like liner locks, but I love this knife. I don't like liner lock because it's boring. You can't do anything with it. And I feel like I fall in that, like I said, that category of like fidget, EDC, usable. I've got in my other pocket, I've got a TKL Raider.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Let's see that
Raider. And this one's got some beautiful, I don't know if you can see the topo on there or not.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's a user knife, and it's like I said, I fall in that category.
No, I get what you're saying though, because I go through like different personalities sometimes. Like on some days, I'm like I'm not gonna keep anything that I don't use because I'm not a hoarder. And then on other days, I will appreciate a beautiful art knife that I will never intend to cut with anything. Here's my question for you. Have you ever in your life seen a user blade?
Uh-oh. I don't know if I cut out or you cut out. Did I cut out?
We're back. I have never seen anybody put up any pictures of a user Damascus blade. So I'm curious, does anybody cut with those things, or are they purely 100% safe queens?
You know, you got me thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing. I don't use one. I'm gonna do that. Okay, you started this right now. I am going to grab one of my Damascus. I don't have many of them, but I'm gonna grab one of my Damascus blades and I'm gonna carry it for like, let's just make my secondary knife for like a month. And when it
Perfect.
comes to using something, I'm gonna use one for you because
Use it.
they're razor sharp.
Yes, this is what I want to hear. I'm looking forward to seeing the results.
Yeah, I want to see how long it lasts. I mean, I'll fully admit, I have never used one without like really babying it. Let's just be honest with it. Like my son's. I mean, it's a $700-800 knife, and I feel like that's what it's made for, to be used. I mean, if you're gonna spend that kind of money and it doesn't last, I'm gonna do it. You started it. I'm gonna do it for like a month.
Okay, great. I want to see, because look, literally in all the group pages and everything, I've never seen anybody be like, "Here's my 8-year-old custom, and look at how the Damascus looks." I've never seen it.
Somebody says my volume is low. Okay, you guys can hear Sean, but he can't hear me. Oh.
Fuck.
That's usually
you're the best part.
Usually people can hear me really well. Let's do this here.
It sounds like my parents used to argue, and it would just be a one-sided argument because my mom would yell and my dad would be silent. So you would just hear one person like, talk to me with the bills, and then silence. And that's what we sound like.
I bet that's what everybody. I can't hear I gotta listen to it now. Let me just grab really quick here. I gotta hear it. I mean, I sound loud, and we sound the same level in my ear. That's the hard part about going live. You just wing it.
You gotta see what happens. Yeah.
To me, it sounds good.
Well, that's me. What do you sound like?
You know, I heard both of it sounding clear in here.
Right.
I don't know if you probably hear it through here though. You might be a little bit louder than me.
Well, that's just me. I'm a loud fucking guy.
I was just gonna say, like, that is you. Like I've obviously ran through your reels, and yours are the loudest. That's just because
I don't. There's something weird when you make a reel. The audio that you hear when you're doing your mix and your edit is different than what it sounds like on the platform, because my shit always turns up like different.
Mine's the opposite. So I am the opposite. So I will listen to mine, and I'll do it like, if I do a short reel on like this is YouTube here, and it's like, hey, look at my watch, blah blah blah, and then I'll listen to it versus like when another video is like, oh man, that is really quiet. So it might be me. It might be me. But you got a loud voice. I mean, you've been in front of a camera for how many years?
Since I was 6, and I'm 40. I'm gonna be 46 this month. That's 40 years, bro.
Wow, 40 years. So you've got a voice for it. You got it.
I mean, I've been talking for things. Here's the thing. I like, in regards to like content that I make, I don't really have a goal or an ambition or anything. I just literally like knives so much that it helps me release some of the pent-up passion and aggression that I have when I make a video, and I get to share it with people. Otherwise, it would just be trapped inside me, and my head might pop. You know what I'm saying?
I actually had a conversation with somebody this morning, and I was talking cameras because I love taking pictures. I love just like having my camera with me and taking random pictures. I used to be a photographer for weddings, which that's a whole nother story. But I also love EDC. I love watches. I love knives. I mean, knives are like a thing I've always had. And I don't even know what came first, the camera or the knives. I think the knives did, because I was a Boy Scout, and my dad, my grandfather, everybody had a pocket knife, and it was what it was. And to bring those two things together, and like you just said, I think we kind of talked about earlier, like putting our knives on camera and showing people, it's just because it's a hobby. It's a release for me. Like I was telling you earlier, my regular 9-to-5 job is stressful, and this is my stress relief. You come in here, meet cool people like yourself. You know what I mean?
Do you remember what your like first knife was, or like what's the oldest knife that you have in your collection that you got? Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy?
Appreciate that. 14 months. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
First
Brian's
knife
my
that I got.
content provider.
He is okay. There, yeah. He's got some. He's like he has more knives in collections that I don't think people know about.
He's got a good bunch and such a generous guy, you know, like shit.
My first knife I traded for a rock.
What?
So I traded my first knife. I was a little kid. I had this really big rock, and we were in a ravine playing with a bunch of buddies. And one of them, I mean, we were really young. Let's put it that way, really young. And he had it was like a Swiss Army knife with a fork and a spoon that you could come out, and then had a big giant blade, a bottle opener. It was like a perfect camp knife. And I traded a rock for that knife, and he gave me the knife. To this day, I feel like, wow, what was I thinking? So I got the knife. I still have it. I don't know. Actually, it might actually be behind me. I can grab it for you. It's rustier than ever. I don't even know if I can open any of the things up at all. I used it for quite a few years because it wasn't quite as rusty when I was a kid. But that was the first knife I got. And then I got into like some knockoff buck knives because that was a thing. And Swiss Army knives. But
that is so cool.
Knives. What was yours?
Well, you know, I don't have anything from my life because unfortunately I had a storage unit with all of my things, bro. Like whoever got this storage unit won. And I lost the storage unit, so I don't really have anything from my life before the age of like 40. But the first knife that, like, real knife that I got it was a gift, and it was actually from the writer of the Mighty Ducks. At the end of the first Mighty Duck movie, he got us all Swiss Army knives with our character and our number on it.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't have it. It's out there somewhere, bro. Like one of these days, I want to reunite with this thing. So if you have a Swiss Army knife that says Goldberg 33 on it, that was probably mine.
That is wild, dude. Plus, oh man, that would be pretty cool. Now the only Goldberg knives we have out there is made by our friend Ben.
Yeah, those are cool, huh?
Do you have one of those? Show that off here.
Dude.
High Tide, thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. 11 months. Appreciate that, High Tide. Guys, look at this.
This was the Duck Snaff. They did such a cool job on this thing. So Lander, which is just a really awesome little budget EDC. The best part about this thing, though, was the fucking beat.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that wicked? Yeah, dude. I didn't even, I was thinking, when I thought of the bead, I was thinking we would do a little goalie helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And so I sent it to Ben. I was like, dude, can we do a goalie helmet bead? And he just sent me a rendering of this. He's like, what about this? And I'm like, yeah, perfect. 100%. These are so fun. We only did 50 of them.
Did you ever watch the Mighty Ducks cartoon?
I never saw not even one episode. I don't know how that happened.
That was my era, so,
That was like after school TV, like come home and the cartoons are on. Yeah, I just missed it. I don't know how. Okay, so that's the Ducks knife that we did a run with Way of Knife. We only did 50 pieces, so I feel like it's kind of cool because it makes them very collectible,
Very, very collectible.
But that was what the fuck? Oh no! That was inspired by this thing, the original Ducks knife.
Yes, I love that knife too.
Me too, dude. The Ridgeback. And honestly, bro, like, as far as if you're just talking about handles, like, give me a tactical knife with the best handle in the world. This thing is insane.
I had my luck. I was very lucky. I'm going to call it that way to be able to hold one of those, and they are so good.
It's incredible. I'll tell you what's weird. The way the handle is shaped, right? When you just hold it and grip it, it puts your entire hand and arm in like an athletic posture. It's like it makes you stand on the balls of your feet, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, I like that.
And then combined with this tip, I mean, you really just feel like like you can destroy anything with this. it gets in your mind and lets you feel like, dude. And then when you get a box, it doesn't stop on anything. It glides cardboard. So I love to use this knife. And the new carbon fiber, they call it the vertebrae.
Okay.
Dude, it is one of the sickest knives I've ever held in my life. I held one at Blade Show. We'll definitely add one to the collection when I can. And they fixed the button. Like, the button is, I think it's an incredibly strong lock, but it's probably not the most fidgety button because you have to make sure to keep clear of it on this side, because if you hold it on that side, it'll exactly. So
I thought it was broken when I had mine. I was like, wait a second, because it was my first time having that type of lock. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Is it it's supposed to be like that?
You gotta get used to it. You gotta get used to it. But the newer ones, it isn't as obvious. So
okay,
dude, and they're so light and has a new blade shape. So yeah, I'm all in on the new vertebrae.
And
what's your thing right now?
Time. You've had that.
I've had that one
a long time.
I've had that one for like 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, when I say a long time, 3 years, I guess that doesn't sound like a long time, but for like guys, everybody in this chat probably understands. If you have a knife and you carry it longer than a year, that's old to me.
Yeah, 100%. And you definitely develop an emotional attachment to something after a year. You know, it's harder to sell after a year.
Oh yeah. And we were talking about blade bench earlier. You sell knives. I'm like, I have a hard time getting rid of knives. Like, I'm a hoarder. I'm an absolute hoarder.
I try to just be the opposite, bro, because otherwise what? I'll just fill up my whole apartment, my whole house with knives. So I try to only keep the shit that I am going to use.
I see. Brady West is always telling me, why don't you sell one of those? Because I'm always like, what's the next knife on the table? What am I buying next? But I have an attachment, especially like if a company sends me a knife, it's like, oh, that is cool. And I've done like Vosti be like, hey, we're gonna send you this knife, and then like 6 months on the road, they're like, are you able to take a photo with that or blah blah blah? I know they got something with it. It's like, crap, I sold that knife, and that's like my fear, because like I said, that's also my payment too, because I don't make money off the stuff. Like, one of my favorite ones from Vosti is like this raccoon. It's my lawnmower knife.
Oh yeah.
Because I beat the crap out of it. I have a lawnmower that I found on the side of the street, and the only issue with it is the cable that you pull to ignition or whatever we're call it. If you let go of that, it shuts off.
Well, shit, one of those.
Yeah. So that cable's broken, so I zip tied it together, and I either unplugged the careful guys, don't do this at home, I guess you could say. I would pull the spark plug out, the cap, and I've been electrocuted by that thing many a time, or I just cut the zip tie. But this is the knife I typically bring out with me. So I call it my lawnmower knife. But I don't know. I don't want to get rid of stuff. I just like it. And if I do, I usually give it to like a friend or that's like, I got buddies who I just gave them a bunch of knives, and I didn't give it to them, but I borrowed one of my buddies, my Urban EDC Becero, and that thing is it's so good. And
is that the integral?
No. So basically that is like, so this is the 5.5. This is what I got in the pocket today here. It's this a little bit bigger with a little bit more of a belly, and it's like the perfect knife. And he's building a shop, like a giant shop, and he's putting down foam and stuff. So there's a layer of rock, the foam insert, and then they'll put concrete on top of it. What he's doing is he was cutting through the foam, and it was scraping it up against the rocks and stuff. And he was afraid to tell me that he's doing this. I was like, dude, go ahead, use it. Like, I want you to experience this, because he's got I'm not knocking brands or anything, but he's got like a Kershaw. And he's like, I've had to sharpen my Kershaw so many times, the blade is shrunk and it's so small. He's like, I've yet to sharpen this. And I said, when you sharpen it, let me know, because that blade steel is going to be completely different than that steel on your Kershaw. That's for sure.
And what are we talking about? The blade steel on the Becero?
I believe it's M390, and I'd have to do or it's S9. No, sorry, it's S9DV. S9DV. Dude, it's so sharp too.
I want that S9DV, bro. I recently got a Ghoul. We were talking about that, and I was kind of disappointed because all the ghouls are S90V except for the carbon fiber chassis, which is M390.
And I'm not a knife steel nerd or knife steel like connoisseur. But to me, M390 is great. It's just not as slicey.
That's what I hear, and I hear you. It just doesn't hold as thin an edge as S90. But I'm just going off what people tell me. You know, what do I know?
I mean, I've handled a lot of different blades, a lot of different steels, and I've tested a lot of stupid tests. I'll put it that way. I'm sure people have seen those videos where I'm working with a brick and dropping them onto a knife. I feel guilty doing that.
I love that shit. Yeah, but you're doing it for us, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally trying to cut through a bolt with a knife, and I'm finding out that like there's actually different brands like Civivi versus I can't think off the top of my head what the other brand, but the 14C is totally different in all different brands. It's crazy.
Interesting. That's interesting. You know what's weird for me, dude, and I hate to bring this up because I don't like to complain, right? We want to talk about the positive shit. But there is something that sort of bothers me, and I never hear anybody talk about it. Is it okay to talk about that now with you, with these people that we have in here?
Whatever you want, yeah. This is an open era.
Okay, so check this out. You know when you go to the grocery store and you go to the deodorant aisle and you see there's like 30 different deodorants? And you're like, wow, I have 30 different options to choose from. But then you find out that the 30 different deodorants are made by like one or two companies.
Yes.
And they're just repackaging the brands, right? I sort of feel like that with Riot Best Tech. Okay? Yeah. It is just as a collector. I see why designers love Riot. And I get it. Having them, they're the best, right?
Yeah.
But as a collector, it feels like I don't have any options. It feels like everything I get, I find out is either Riot or Best Tech. And I just feel like it would be easier if Riot had a website where I could go and see all of the shit they make and it wasn't a secret.
I fully agree with you because you're absolutely right. And the cereal brands do the same thing, just so you know. Cereal brands,
sure.
it just matters whatever store you go in, it's the same exact thing. But
right. So why? So they're doing that to us with knives. It's happening. Okay.
But that's
as long as you agree.
But Riot signs a contract. I've never had a knife made, but I know people, and I feel like they have a contract that they don't, because some people do not want to know that their knife was made by Riot.
Right.
In all honesty, I would want people to know, hey, I had my knife made by Riot because they are some of the best out there, and you're going to get your knife faster. You're going to, there's so many things you're going to be, I agree with you. I do want to know as well, because as a collector, like, I want to know who the OEM is. Also, because not saying I'm going to ever have a knife made, but if I do, I want to know who to go to. Like, I would say QB is one of those brands out there that makes knives that people don't even realize how good they are.
Right. Yeah, they do so many OEM projects for people. Like, I think, aren't they like the main OEM for Devo?
I believe Devo. I think you're right. Mangana Steel. He's had a couple made from them.
I thought he was Kaiser's all the way. That's interesting.
Well, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident the Kaimano is made by them, and I could be wrong. Anybody in chat maybe correct us. I know we've got some smart people in this chat, just so you know. They
I believe
a lot about stuff, and that's actually why I love doing these lives. I learn a lot from the community too.
Why can't I see who's all in the chat?
Oh, you can't see it?
No. Maybe is there a button I can hit or something?
Let me.
So all I see is our screen, but that'd be cool to see the chat.
Oh, I suppose you're on your phone right now, right?
Yes, is that what's happening?
Dang.
Oh, I see a button here that says stream this to your audience. Oh, never mind. I gotta log in.
Oh, that's where you can share it through your YouTube if you want.
Yes, but it wants me to log in, and I don't have a StreamYard account, so that's gonna have to happen on another day.
Oh, dang. Okay. Man, how do I share this with you? How do you get to see this? I'll put it up. I don't know if I'll put some of these comments up here. People are saying,
oh, comments! Look at that! in the. I got him now, bro. Yeah, I'm in the chat now, dude.
Yeah. Welcome to definitely answer any questions anybody does have, of course, too.
All right, I'm taking a second to enter my YouTube.
Also.
I'm just taking a second to go through the policies here.
Oh, you got to read the terms.
Yeah, I mean, I just hit accept, so. All right, here we go.
Now you're in.
We're having trouble connecting to your YouTube, so.
Go figure. Uh-oh, we lost him. He'll be right back. Guys, welcome. What's going on, man? Welcome everybody here. Oh, there you go. Quack. He'll be right back. He's probably trying to connect it to his YouTube and share it with more people. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is cool meeting with Sean here. Him and I have been chatting back and forth for quite some time here. Nope, there he is. He's back. I don't know if you can see this, but we got somebody saying quack for you.
Nice. Quack back at you, buddy.
By the way,
what was that? I didn't hear you.
Did you end up getting a duck call because you were talking about getting one.
Bro, kidding me? I got the duck call.
Yes.
This is like a $300 duck call.
That's not a zinc, is it?
It's a
oh no, I know what that is.
Slayer,
yeah, but the brand is
Slayer.
Oh, show it again. Oh, now we lost him. I was gonna show him my duck call. He'll be back. There he is.
Bro, I'm just gonna have to not hit any buttons. That's it.
That's okay. I was just about to show you my duck call. I had a
go.
My brother is a huge fan of Greenbill beer here because it's Minnesota, New Ulm. It's a German beer. They had it custom made, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Oh, there we go.
Let's hear it. What's it sound like? Oh shit!
It's a little high, if you ask me. Though it's not as raspy as my other ones. I like the duck hunt, so this is.
Bro, you do like the duck hunt. That is a duck call that you have there, bro. You are not an amateur.
No, I enjoy it. Somebody asked, "Do I live in Minnesota?" I do live in Minnesota. And
yeah, you do. You just proved it right there, bro. Yeah, and I bet you've been ice skating since you were 5, 4.
You know, I haven't been. I have ice skated at a young age. All my friends in the other towns played hockey, of course, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not very good on ice skates. The last time I was on some type of blade was rollerblades, and I was 240 pounds getting ready for a bodybuilding show at this time when I was at my bigger side, and the wheels literally broke. It was not fun. It was not fun.
Oh, shit. So yeah, I got finished complaining about Riot. Thank you for letting me do that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not an opinion I like to voice because so many of my buddies they make a living with Riot, so don't really.
Favorite knife brands are come from Riot, and Chavez is like one of them. I love it. On another favorite one, Giant Mouse, the Riv, Riot. I mean,
that's Riot.
So some of them are made in Italy, and some of them are made by Riot. But specifically, I believe the Giant Mouse, Riv, and there's 2 or 3 other ones. And I love Giant Mouse, and I can't help it. Chavez, Riot they're good, but I wish I knew more.
So Giant Mouse, I got a funny story with them. They make incredible knives. Like right when you hold them, you're like, this is different, right? Just the way they do the crowning on the top of the blades, the jimping, like it's just really finely done. So they sent me a bunch of knives, like 3 or 4, and they sent me a coin and some cool shit. And I got a message from them, like a really angry letter. we'll never send you another knife again because we saw that you sold the one that we sent you. They got mad at me, bro.
Really?
I felt like, yeah, because I didn't know they saw it as a gift and they saw it as like you sold a gift. But I'm like, look, I'm just trying to make content. I sold the knife for half of its value, so I'm not trying to like make money. And that's what a lot of us have to do in order to keep like new knives. You got to move them, So but they were not happy with me.
They can never be mad at me. Then they're welcome to send them to me because I'm a hoarder.
You're not selling them.
That's crazy though. I mean, at the end of the day, if I see both sides of the coin. I know there's a lot of content creators. They flip those knives because that's part of the payment. Because
yes, 100%.
I don't like to say I'm a content creator, but at this point, I guess I am. I mean, I make a ton of photos and stuff, but a lot of times you are payment. I mean, at the end of the day, 100%. We don't make any money. So,
and I made several reels and videos raving about their knives. Like you can look at YouTube. I'm like, this thing is amazing. They sent me one called the Bleeker.
Yeah.
Have you tried? Dude, what a sick fucking knife, dude. And that's one that I would never like pick just by looking at it. I would never order that knife, but holding that thing in hand, I mean, that thing's fabulous. It makes like an incredible, like, it's like a steak knife, But the axe is great.
In front of me.
Anyway, I raved about that thing. I got comments on YouTube being like, I was looking at this, and after this video, now I'm gonna get it. So I feel like that's worth the cost of a knife. I just feel like it's a fair trade, because to advertise, I think that, they're in a bit of a lucky situation these days because so many people are willing to advertise for them for free, exactly. Really.
Yeah. And on Instagram, like we were talking about this earlier, like when I got into literally doing YouTube, it has all to do with the fact that like Instagram was banning us because we're posting pictures of knives. And I said, this sucks. Like, I don't want to be limited to certain people. If nobody knows who I am or anybody sees my pictures, I'm going to go out on YouTube, broaden out this whole freaking horizon, And you think about now a knife company that's trying to make a living because of and Instagram is their biggest outlet. I mean, let's just be honest. It really is.
Yeah.
And if they don't have to pay a marketing team to try to push, and like, I don't do this, but I've heard of people doing it, but you can try to push ads into things. Well, that's going to cost money.
Yeah.
Now you send out a knife to, let's just say 10 people. Those 10 people might get 1,000 views. You just made 10,000 views. And I'm putting this on the low end, the very low end.
100%. Yeah.
10,000 views. And all you did is you gave them a knife. And even bad reviews versus good reviews. Now you've got that, like because we have to do that. Collaborating and all that kind of stuff on Instagram is like, if I do a like, I love TCal for this. They share my photos. Like this morning, I took a photo for them and I put it on my Instagram and they shared it. And to me, that helps a ton because that's how that's just how you build a community.
Yeah, it helps everybody grow. And you take great photos though, so I can see why they're reposting your shit.
Thank you. It's a fun hobby. And I don't know. It's a bummer that they got mad at you for honestly for selling your knife. You did them because who knows, you could have turned around and bought another knife from them. Actually, they don't know what you did with that money. I've done that.
Well, really. For that. And here's the other side of this: is the guy who bought the knife is going to be a Giant Mouse fan for life now that he gets that knife, and he's super happy. He got a super great deal on a great knife, so now he's introduced to a new brand. I'm out there talking about it. Yeah. I just don't know who the loser is. So,
like you just said, they have now turned it, somebody who may not ever had a Giant Mouse knife in their hand. Now they're going to get that knife in hand. And this is me full clear. I bought a knife off Blade Binge, and I bought that knife. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. I wouldn't bought another one and then another one. I mean, that's how it happens. If you spend a little bit on a knife, you're going to buy another knife if you like that one so much. It's the true facts.
Yeah, and then you get turned on to a brand, and then that's it. Like Null. Like I got this. I I got the ghoul, and now I just want to collect everything from Null. You know, so that's how it works. But you know, and to the point of like the Instagram advertising, there a lot has to be said for repetition. Like I need to see something many times before it registers. It's on my radar. You know, so I think having saturation is what really is selling knives out. Like when Devo drops a knife and there are 300 of them are gone in a few minutes, it's because the entire community is posting about it. I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is the Devo I have on my desk right now. This is the blade.
The Bender?
This is the Binge.
Binge, right. Oh, that thing is so good.
The logo.
Yeah, that thing is wicked.
The more people that see it, they're going to see it again. Like you said, repetition. If I see this knife 5 times in my feed because my friends are posting it, I'm going to want that. Like there's nothing about it.
That's right.
and I'm kind of a sucker like that. Like if somebody posts a picture of a knife and it's like, oh, I really, really, really like that knife, I'm going to want that knife more than likely because I get sucked into really cool things.
Yeah, me too. And I fall for like hype and I get caught up in all that too. So, you know, I'm part of the crowd, you know, that's susceptible to the advertising and shit.
Oh, I am too. Like, here's one. I always watch reviews before I buy a knife. I'm the same way. Okay. When you first started, I know I've heard you say this before. When you first started watching like EDC, you got into this, you got on YouTube. Who did you first watch? Who inspired you?
It was Neves and Metal Complex. Okay. And for a while, I thought they were the same guy.
Oh.
I didn't know they were separate people the first 2 months.
They could be. I feel like they probably could be the same person. I feel, or at least they go to the same gym, maybe. I don't know.
I think they have similar content. They're just both so good at, talking about knives. But it was Neves and Metal Complex, and yes, directly those guys are to blame for me falling down this rabbit hole because I got addicted to watching that content. Yeah. And I really am a firm believer. I don't think addictions disappear. I feel like they're transferred. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a large part of that energy, that sort of addictive personality, a large part of that got transferred onto knives, which is, not the healthiest thing, but I haven't been arrested yet for buying a knife.
Yet, until you get like a sword. And that, you never know. You can't carry a sword, I don't think, in Minnesota. As far as I know, you can't.
Dude, there was this place in Minnesota called the Bazaar. It was downtown Minneapolis on Hennepin Avenue. And we used to go in there and buy all kinds of shit, dude. They used to sell. I remember my buddy Brandon, who was the black kid in Mighty Ducks Hall.
Okay. Yeah.
He went into the store and bought it was a starter pistol, but nobody knew that. Everyone just thought it was a revolver. He took it out. We got it, and he took it out in a taxi cab, and oh shit!
No.
Yeah, it was bad, bro.
Hennepin Avenue, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so crazy to think about that, because you got the rollerblade in the Mall of America. Like, is that a real thing?
We did.
Dude,
yeah,
how cool is
that?
I'm
pretty sure I think it was before the mall was even open. So it was just like
the Mall of America open.
Well, we were there, and I guess that would be 94. So it probably opened in 95, I would guess.
I got to look it up. Mall of America opened in 1992, August 11th.
92, all right. I'm a little off. I don't know if it was the meth or the heroin, but something messed my timelines up a little. You know what I mean?
It makes sense that the Mall of America would have been in Mighty Dykes. Mighty Ducks probably brought the
Mighty Dykes. They offered me money for that, but I turned it down.
Oh, my bad. That slipped. That. Somebody just said that they thought I was Nick Shabazz for a while. Did you ever watch his stuff?
Oh, for sure. I love Nick Shabazz. I think he's an excellent knife reviewer, and I really do find his content quite amusing.
Oh, that was spot on. You are Nick Shabazz. Are you? What are you trying to tell us right now? Do you have a Batman mask behind you?
Somebody sent me one of those Batman knives. You know, I have an amazing fan base, you know.
Yeah.
And so somebody saw that I like knives, and she's like, "I'm gonna send you a knife." And I was like, "All right, I'll take it." And she sent me one of those Batman knives. Oh shit, bro! A good way to lop a finger off is messing with one of those Batman knives, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many times I've had some weird knives. I was showing you this earlier. This almost took my finger off. The Leviathan.
Dude, that thing is wicked.
I should.
Oh, I can imagine for sure. If you don't move your finger out of there, that'll lop your thumb off.
I did so my giveaway video, which I'm gonna if anybody's in here, you're waiting for the giveaway. We're gonna do that next week because I want to get more views. I want to get more people a chance. But I was opening one of the knives that Knife Nut 69 actually donated for the giveaway, and I didn't. This is the first time I actually like opened it and I closed it. And I was like, oh, dang! It just went whoo, like a guillotine.
That one, the concept you just picked up.
No. This one isn't. This one's not as dangerous. It's a frame lock, but I got to hold it back like this because it is heavy. But yeah, that would cut your finger.
No. Hey
Yeah,
man, I want to talk about my favorite knife. Can I talk about that?
Absolutely, please do. I haven't even pocket checked you. At least I don't know if anybody's seen what you had in the pockets. But after you tell us about your favorite knife, I'm pocket checking you.
Okay, perfect. So this thing, I would not have been able to get it because unless my friend gave me an incredible deal because I don't buy $1,000 knives. But he gave me a deal that was like stupid, and he let me settle him. Essentially, he let me break the payments up into like 3 months.
Nice.
So that's how I got into this thing. And let me tell you something, dude. This thing kind of spoiled me for knives because I don't really want to get anything new unless it's on this level, and it's like a hard level to get to, dude. This is the Prince Customs Protein.
Put that close to the phone. I got to hear the way that sounded so good.
And I got skips in here, bro. I mean, I can't really.
That thing is like, you know, when you hear like a
so
really
good.
like high end like car, like a race car that's got beautiful camshafts. This thing,
Yeah.
I love the way that sounds.
I totally agree with you. What is really cool about this thing is the way the detent is. Like, I don't have to put my finger in like that. I can just use the pad of my finger on the shelf right there, and it's just so easy. And that really is an awesome feeling just to use the pad of your finger on the shelf. Do you know what I mean?
That is so smooth.
Not having to like dip in, you can just use the pad. Yeah, dude, it is just a wicked. And then I don't know what he's doing. He's got some kind of technology in here where the blade drops, but something slows it down so it doesn't fall. Like, yes, it is so wicked, dude. And just the handle, and then really the blade, bro. So the blade is not like ground on a grinder or anything. It's machine ground with the CNC, which gives it this unbelievably sick hollow grind, dude. And as you can see, it's got like no sharpening. What do you call that? What's that area? Well,
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Why can't I think of the name of it? This one has one.
Plunge grind.
Plunge grind. There you go. I'm trying to get mine.
It has no plunge grind here because it's just machined. And then something about the geometry of this blade, the length and the shape, it is just an extremely good cutter. I don't know what kind of magic is in this thing, but literally when you put the tip into cardboard, it's like the cardboard sucks the knife into the fibers, and the fibers just surrender. They're like, fuck it, we give up. Well, I mean, it's just such a good cutter.
Anti-gravity alien technology, so same thing.
A lot of people he came out with like a sheep's footy blade. Okay. And it's beautiful, but I love this because
to me, that's my go-to size. That's for like everyday carry right there that's spot on.
Yeah. So I have a type. It looks like and I didn't even know until now. You know,
You like the finger, the Fuller tab, I should say, or the Fuller groove. What do you want to call
I
it?
love that shit, that Fuller, and this Ghoul. I mean, this is the best front flipper on earth. Like when you can just do that without worrying about the thing flying out of your hands. You know, that is
So
just front flipping
you need to get
perfection.
another goal and swap out that blade then to your
I've
liking
been,
of the S90V.
yeah, bro, you said it. I've been funning around with trying to make that happen.
Get another one. You know, I've got so many knives that I
Right?
want to do that.
Dude, I feel like such a nutty guy, like the fact that I'm thinking about that during the course of the day. You know?
You're not the only one. You are not the only one. I guarantee everybody in this chat right now is thinking, "Oh, we all do that." Because I know I am. I'll be sitting on my desk right here where I work, and I'll be like flicking a knife and like, man, you know how cool this would be if it had XYZ. Or
Dude.
my first Benchmade I ever got was this Grizzly Ridge, and the first thing that this is how I knew I was stuck, is I had to change the pocket clip out. I was like, I have to have a deep carry pocket clip, and like, who thinks of that stuff? Like, who really in their serious mind is like, I need a knife to open up boxes. Ooh, yes, that is
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's one thing to have the thought, but then to spend the money and the time executing it, that's a whole
Yes.
nother level, bro.
Yes.
This was the very first nice knife I ever bought, and this is from around like 2008 or 9.
Yep.
And I lost it in an incident, a very colorful incident. And so when I got back into collecting, I had to track one of these down.
God, that's beautiful.
And re-own it. This is a 940, a 930. So it's an Osborne design, but it's not the famous popular 940. It's called the 930, and the model name is called Gera. And it was my first.
I gotta hold mine up for you.
You got one of these? I will shit. I have never seen anybody with a cold Gera.
No, not exactly. Mine's a little different. I just don't know where to get it, which is really bad because it's like an $800 knife.
So here's the thing. I didn't, when I bought this, I didn't know the community. I wasn't aware of the Facebook groups or anything like that. And I got this off of eBay. And I'm embarrassed to tell you what I paid for it. It's one of those sentimental purchases, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Be right back. I'm gonna grab some quick.
All right. And then, I try to like offload it because I don't give a fuck about sentimental anymore. I want a new knife. And there's no way I can sell it for anywhere near what I paid for it. Oh, dude, is that gold class? Yes, it is. I want that thing, bro. I've been wanting that knife for years.
Yours is probably nicer. The only difference is I've got a cool blade shape. The Damascus blade.
Yeah, it's got the Damascus and it's got like the gold accents and shit, right?
It needs a lynch clip though. I need to change the lynch clip out, or the clip into a lynch clip to be one of the, like a gold one.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I've been looking at those for a long time. A gold class Benchmade,
I traded this from a buddy for a Chris Reeve, not Reeves, Reeve, in Kosi. I traded.
That's a fair trade.
I know what's sad? We talked about this like early in the live here. We were talking about like the way a knife looks. The micarta on that knife was bugging the heck out of me because it was looking like snakes. Like, I don't like snakes. And it was giving snake skin vibes. I was like, I'm getting rid of this knife. I don't want to carry this knife because it reminds me of snakes. My buddy's like, I want that knife. And I was like, all right, I know what you got. Want to make a trade? And I don't know who got the better end of the deal, but this is a fun.
Well, you got the better end of the deal because that's like a $700 knife.
Yeah, well, the Inkosi might be more like 600. So you're right. You're probably right.
Was it a full size?
No, it was a small, because this is a mini. I figured this is a mini. I give him a small, so it's kind of an even.
Well, that's a really small knife. Is that the size that you carry, or is that your secondary? Oh, okay. It's not as small as I thought.
Let me see. Well, what do you got in your hand that I can compare it to that's on my desk?
Well, I've got this. I've got this.
Oh, Rosie and a scale. Ah, jealous.
It's on loan.
Fine.
It's on
You
loan.
win. Oh, it
It's
is?
on loan. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna keep that. There's no
Bro,
doubt.
that's the hard part, bro. You know what nobody ever will tell you about a Rosie is that it's a front flipper.
Oh yeah, you never see anybody do that.
No, Rosie's 100% front flipper.
Oh,
Okay, I get you.
so there's a Mac too.
Yeah, so it is on the smaller sides.
Oh, it's very,
Like,
very small.
I picture the Mac 2 being your EDC size.
Yeah, this is my go-to. Like, this is like the size I like. If I'm carrying for everyday purposes, this is 100% it right here.
Dude, if you like that McNeese, which who doesn't and who wouldn't, and that's what I've also figured out is that all of the USA made small batch stuff, they're all fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, there's no
Every
question.
single one. Like the Rosie, bro. I mean, I've heard about them for so long, and you see pictures. They're almost like celebrities, you know, because you see like photos of them so much, and you hear about them. Then when you see one, you're like, it's like, oh shit, that's you.
Yes, and that's funny because like in the knife community, that's who they are. Like I'm sure, and see, you probably see both sides of this. You know, you're like a celebrity in the movies and shows and stuff. Everybody knows you. Like I've got a buddy who's probably just jealous right now that I'm talking to you right now. He's a huge fan of you, anyways. I don't want to get all gushy about it, but he's probably texting me right now, like, dude, is he really on your live right now? He's a huge movie buff. But the way we look at, like, if I saw Ramon Chavez in a store, I'd be like,
Yeah.
giddy, you know? So it's funny when you say that.
Yeah, it's weird. The knife makers are, to me, I consider them celebrities too. But it's weird because if you're not in the knife community, it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Exactly. I've got so many buddies who are like, I was like, yeah, so Jesper Vaknes and said that he's gonna send me this knife, and they're like, who the fuck is that dude? Who are you talking about? I was like, he makes this knife. He's designed. They're like,
Yeah, like Jasper is like a big time A-lister in my book.
yeah, exactly. All right, you never told us how much you spent on that Benchmade, unless I
Dude,
walked away.
The Benchmade, I spent. Is it okay to say those things? I don't know what etiquette is. I spent like $550 plus shipping from fucking France. So this is a $600. $600 Benchmade, bro.
You got a deal on it, actually.
Oh really?
In my opinion.
Oh
like
shit!
Knife says he's a celebrity.
You just made me feel so much better, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
is that breast knives?
Yes, he's in our chat saying,
"Oh, what's up, dude?"
He is.
That guy makes sick knives. Yeah, no, he's dope, dude. I want one of those things badly. That Warncliffe thing that he makes. Woo!
Yes.
Hell yeah. I got a design that I'm working on with Griffworks, Blake over at Griffworks, and so we're doing like a small batch of these in-house at his shop, and then I also am doing a production run with Tuya.
Oh, nice.
And it's a carbon fiber integral.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah.
Do you have something to show us?
I don't. I mean, I have diagrams and stuff, but I don't have anything to hold.
Okay.
We were supposed to have it ready for the Seaside show that just happened last week, but we couldn't make that deadline.
Would that be considered? Would you be able to put that in like the New York Customs show coming up, NYCC or something like that?
I don't know. I mean, I just am buddies with Billy Cho, who runs that show, so he just gave me the in. But I don't know if I haven't even thought like to try to get into other shows. I know Sacco. I mean, I'm sure he could. I'm sure I could probably buy a table from him for the California custom shows. But dude, that's where
I want to go to that.
That's where like I love knives that much. Where I almost want to go into a shop and make one. Do you know what I mean? I'm starting to want to make one.
See, you're on to something that I fully agree. Like I want to make a knife. There's so many good makers out there. Like I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I would make something that would. I don't know if I would make something that other people would like, because I also carry so many different style knives. I don't know what the perfect knife is for me. And if I'm going to design a knife, it's got to be the perfect knife. And I know, like, what was it, last year or 2 years ago, you were showing me some ideas of a knife you liked, and you already kind of had your ideal knife set in stone. So I'm assuming that this is what that will kind of look like.
Yes, 100%. Well, basically, I mean, I got this thing. I got this. This is a custom Feist that Justin Lundquist made,
Yes, that's
and that blade profile is just awesome for my cutting tasks.
yep.
And it's also very similar to the Cortex, Greg Brown Cortex. So I was like, I love this knife. If only it had a choil.
Yeah, because you want to choke up on it.
That's it. And a bit more of an ergonomic handle. So that's pretty much my design. It's like this thing. And it's an integral. I think I said that like 4 times already.
Well, that's what you don't see very many of those in the Chavez when those integrals are coming through. Man, those things fall off the shelf. Like literally, people are robbing them blind because they're so.
Yeah, I wanted one of those. I missed the boat, just financial issues. But yeah, that Chavez integral. Even the little slip joint that he has looks dope, dude.
Yes.
And the Chubb OTF box cutter. Send me one of those things.
Sid's in the chat. Sid, do you have one? Sid Bones, if you know who he is, he's in the chat right now.
Yo, Sid, I've never met Sid before. How you doing, bud?
I think he might have one. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me see who's all in here.
Yeah, we got Sid Bones in the house, and I'm not gonna pronounce this wrong, and I apologize. I'm not gonna butcher that name.
Oh, El Navallero.
Thank you.
El Navallero EDC.
Fook Deuce was in the house. Knife Nut 69. Gabe. What else we got here? Dan Strun, EDC.
Yeah, Dan Stan, I know him. We follow each other on.
Oh yeah.
Knife Nut. I feel like I might know who Knife Nut is.
He's been around for a long time. He's been a member of my channel for since the beginning. I saw a couple names earlier. I saw Brady was in here. Yeah,
somebody says Gabe over here is mentioning that Chavez is selling now on Whatnot. Can somebody explain to me WTF is going on Whatnot? I just don't understand. In a paragraph, can you sum up for me what's happening there?
I mean, I'll let them do it in chat. I've been in like 1 or 2. They reached out to me to do them, but I don't sell knives, so I didn't really know how to do it. But I know TKL does it. TKL's on there weekly, so I would guess why not.
I mean, I just don't know what it is. It's like a live auction. Is that what it is?
Literally, yeah, literally.
Okay.
Like you get on your phone and you want to bid on something, bid on it. You want to whatever. And the thing is, there's no like these limitations where like we were talking about Blade Binge versus Facebook. Blade Binge, you can trust people over on Blade Binge. You know, you're safe. That's kind of how Whatnot is. I know like I think on eBay and there's other places you can't really sell knives. Whatnot's allowing it, but you can also buy like baseball cards or whatever. You can sell pretty much whatever you want on there. But yeah, it's a live auction. It's just like right now we could be like, all right, put the bid up for 1 minute. Let's sell this knife for this much, and then people literally go in there and bid.
I see. Now let me ask you: is the point behind this that you're going to auction something and you're going to get it at a lower price, or is it that you're going to get the knife that you can't get and you might have to pay more for it? What is the angle here?
I personally don't know, but I would assume both. I mean, Melissa Backwoods is on there, and she's selling knives. Like I saw one of them where it was like she sold a knife that you cannot get anymore, or it was maybe new. And that's kind of how I see it. I think it's a little bit both, because there's people who are companies who are selling knives, and then there are people like you and I who are selling knives too as well. So people selling off their collection. There's people who probably get wholesale, and I don't think there's much more. And you could probably get a good deal maybe on a slow day. Maybe I personally don't know.
I get you. But you're right. It's probably a little mix of both.
Yeah, that's kind of why I see it. Here somebody says here, Whatnot is here we go. Whatnot is a live auctions where you can buy knives, but it's a little hard to trust some sellers if they're selling legit knives. Oh, or clones. See, that's where that would fear me.
Yeah.
Whatnot has a Whatnot has a lot of big reputable sellers now, in addition to small sellers, secondary, like Smoky Mountain Knife Works is on there, I guess. Civivi, Boker, Blade City, Blade Runner Post. So some of them are trusted, I guess, too, as well. I like I said, I don't know much about it. I've been on it. I've never sold on there.
But it's nothing to be afraid of, huh? I should just take the
No.
plunge.
Yeah. If you want to sell on there, you can. If you want to get on camera and talk to people and sell, I still think, in my opinion, Blade Binge is the easiest
100%.
because you sell knives on there.
Yeah, I've got like 20 sales on there. And it's the easiest platform because you just get an email, hey, you sold a knife, go to the post office and send it. Whereas like on Facebook, bro, it can get rough, dude. Tire kickers and everybody wants to trade you. Hey, will you trade me that knife for this tire? I have a tire. I would like to trade. It's like, bro, no trade. You know what I mean? So you put it up on Blade Binge, you walk away, and you're good.
And see, that's where like Blade Binge. And have you ever been Jewed down on anything on Blade Binge? Because now you can offer different deals.
I've noticed that now, and that's an awesome feature. There's a button like offer a trade or something. I haven't done that, but I think it's an awesome feature to add to the platform. I got a question for you.
Okay.
What is on your list right now? We all have a list, right? What's on the top of your list of things that you're trying to get a hold of? And then I have another backup question that's another important question to me, but I'll leave that one on the table.
On the list right now for me, it's obviously on the top of my head is a Rosie. A Rosie's on the list. I've yet to handle one. I think I'd love that design. A Winter Blade Co. Since we're talking about that one, and they're probably just because they're fresh in my head. Those are two of the biggest ones right now. I mean, when I kind of go like reasonable that I could probably get. I mean, there's knives out there that are like Grail that I'll probably never get that don't really focus my thoughts at. Like I could probably get a Rosie, a Winter Blade. You know, those are ones I could get. I've got my Zahn, I've got my my Chavez. You know, those are like the two big brands at the time. Right now, those are probably the two that I'm chasing. And
makes sense.
Trying to think what the third one would be, because it's probably going to be way out there.
This makes sense. And then my follow-up question, and that's interesting to know. I'm not just asking. A lot of times people will ask you a question just so they can tell you their answer. But I'm curious to know that the answer to that, and I'm interested. You're looking at the Rosie and then this Winter Blade. My next question would be, of 2025 new knives that you've received and made content about, what has really captured your heart?
TCal.
Hands
down. TCal. They make American made, in-house. They're great people. I have carried a TCal every day since I got my first one. And I've actually changed the handles out. My first TCal was actually a Blem. It is a Night Stalker.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Melissa Backwoods?
No, this is bigger. I have the Melissa Backwoods, and I love that.
What's the Night Stalker? Is that the Neves? No, he would be like...
This is TCal. This is
yeah, but Neves designed a knife with TCal.
And I don't have that one, and I need it. Oh. And so I've got, you can't see it, but there's a box behind me full of them, and I'll grab them if you want me to.
TCals?
TCals, yes.
Bro, are you selling any of them?
No, I love them.
No, you just said that. You already said that. Because I've been trying to get a hold of a TCal for a year.
What do you
Can't
want?
get them.
What do you
I don't know, any of them. I like the Night Stalker. I like the Neves one. Anything with a circle on the back.
You like the ring. So
Yeah.
here, I'm not going to pull up another ring knife because I do not want to bash another brand. But I will be honest with you, the ring on there, you see how it's shaped?
Yes.
I'm going to cover this one up so I don't like bash the brand. But now look at the shape of this.
Yes.
Here, let me flip it around.
Yes. I
This
can
is
see what you
so
mean.
comfortable.
Mhm.
This it's just a ring. This you can reverse grip.
Ah,
You
that's
can
perfect.
hold it in hand where it just fits in my, and I don't say I got like the biggest hands. I wear extra large size mechanics gloves, if that gives reference.
Yeah.
But it just fits so good where, like I said, I'm not bashing this brand by no means. I'll try not to show the logo too much, but it just doesn't, you see how my pinky just like, it just doesn't
100%.
fit, just not ergonomic. And this is a
There
guy,
are no ergonomics. That's right. That's it.
this just
No, I can
works.
see
And
that.
I've not yet found another knife out there with a ring. TCal Tim is just, he's smart when it comes to that.
Smart. I did stop by their table at Blade Show, and they just really didn't have anything left, basically.
Oh yeah, they probably sold out like that. I had
Yeah,
the most
I don't
immaculate
even know
for
how to
anybody
order
knife.
one of their knives. I think to get one of their knives, you pretty much have to custom order it.
So it can take 3 to 6 months, yes. But if you get them on the right time, you can get it in like a week. Well, because what they do is you actually decide what you want your grip to look like. Do you want it what finish you want? Do you want black screws? What pocket clip you want on there? You get your choices. And that's kind of the biggest thing because they will put that knife together once your order is in. Ooh, there you go. I just saw that. That looked nice.
Yeah, this is the closest thing I have to compete with your TCal.
Okay.
This is one of the best knives I've ever had in my hands,
I
bro.
like that.
This is the Stein Grabber Shark.
I like
And
that.
this is a USA made CNC knife. It's $125, bro.
Oh, that's it?
$125. That's LMAX.
Dang.
Like Steingraber is trying to make a point with this. He is trying to say it is possible to manufacture in the USA. That's his
Yeah,
statement.
oh, yeah.
With this knife.
What we were
This
talking
thing's
about.
so bitchin', bro.
I
You
like
see how it tapers? It tapers up top and then down at the bottom. Can you see?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna compare that to, let's just say I got this one in hand. The same situation.
Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, which TCal is that?
This one's the Raider.
The Raider.
This one you probably would like. If you like that, very similar to this.
I like the one you held before. I love that blade shape. The Night Stalker.
So the Night Stalker, you can get it without the ring too, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the ring is dope, and I want to be able to flip it around like that Doug Marcaida guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll cut my hand off. I know we got a lot of TCal fans. I'm just gonna grab the box.
Yeah, you got to grab the box. And what's awesome about this thing, bro, for $125, I'm not afraid to use it. It's a bitchin' knife, and it's the thing I've been grabbing since I got it, and I need to cut stuff. I've been grabbing this thing.
Well, that thing is just clean. Here is the new Piranha. This is the new Piranha. It's little, and I like it. Let's see here.
Oh, dude, I want that thing. That's a steak. I would use that for a steak knife. Like, I would literally go into Outback and whip that out.
This is the good one, and also they added jimping compared to the old one.
Interesting. TCal's dope, dude.
Dude,
says a lot,
that's why
man.
they're on my list.
That really says a lot, though, that you handle so many knives, and the thing that has stood out to you and made an impression is a fixed blade. Is that a Piranha too?
No, this is the 005, I think.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, that's dope, dude.
This is brand new. Nobody has this one. So, guys, this is an exclusive look. Sorry.
That's dope. Now, what about the blade stock on that? So these aren't very thin knives. Am I correct?
No. You're not gonna fillet a fish with that. Well, you could.
Right. And what kind of blade steel are we talking about? Did you say Magna Cut?
So this one is the 80 CRV2. This is a very good EDC blade. It's not it, and somebody in the comments is gonna say, no, dude, that's like 8CV 80C is totally different than the 8CR we got out there. That's trash.
Yeah, that's to go on
Totally
different
different
ball.
deal. I wish they were not in the same category of sounding like the name. The new Piranha is going to be Nitro V though, which is, I think that might knock the price down a little bit. I could be wrong.
So they are around 300.
Ah, God, they vary, don't they? Let me just go over here. The Piranha, you're looking at about $200.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But you can put but you can't get them. They're not available.
Oh no, some are available, but like I said, they have to make them. And I think he puts that price on there because he doesn't, or that time frame, because he doesn't want people like expecting it to be there like tomorrow kind of thing.
Sure.
Because like I said, the guy that puts these together he's in the shop, order comes in, and he will grab the scales off the shelf, the knife, and start building it.
Wow, that is
That's the
dope.
tapper.
Oh, that shit is dope. Oh man, I want to open a box with that fucking thing. Do you have any experience with the company called Work Tough?
No, I haven't.
Interesting. Oh, that thing is wicked, dude. You really do have a box of fucking decals.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big box in here. This is the Gideon. He's a frogman. So I don't know if he's technically a Navy SEAL still, but how cool is that? He designed that one.
Wicked.
But
Absolutely.
you talk
wicked.
about a ring though. Don't get that thing mixed up. That thing will take an eye out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. So what do you do with this box? You're just helping them show those off?
Yeah, basically took photos of them and then I carry them myself because I carry 3 or 4 knives a day. So I mean, not rotating. Like I will have a pocket knife. I'll have one on the belt, and then usually there's like something else, like either it's a multi-tool or like a slip joint.
Don't fuck with the staff at Verizon, folks. Those motherfuckers are armed. Holy shit. Dude, can you imagine if you had a job like outdoors working on shit? You'd have like a dozen of them on you. That's the Melissa Backwoods?
Yeah. This is actually the prototype because the logo got changed.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's wicked. Yep.
I like the ring, though. I think the ring is a good one. The DP one. Everybody should have a DP one.
Oh, dude. Yeah, a tiny little one. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So how do I get a T-Kel? Are you my hookup or what do I got to do?
I mean, we can tell Tim to say, hey, we need some knives.
Yeah, because I mean, literally the 2 or 3 times that I've tried, you go to their website and they weren't even available for sale. It was like out of stock. So I don't know how to own one of those. That was a few months ago. Maybe they have some for sale now.
You gotta follow the drops too as well. Let me do this here. Let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yes, I can. Oh. Piranha, there it is. Oh my god!
You can order this right now. You can order that right now. The Warhog. These you can order right now, and they may take a little bit to get to you though. But you can order that.
Dude, I feel like that reverse Tonto is going to be in my collection soon.
This one?
Yeah, that thing is wicked. I see what you mean though, about how the ring is positioned sort of on an angle and it's not just straight up. And that's interesting. I never noticed that about T-Kel before. Because it's the same on that one too.
Don't you hate when there's a knife you're trying to find and you can't find it?
All day. Mm-mm. Dude, when I moved to Georgia from Los Angeles back in February, I put all my knives inside my car. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the one, right? There it is. Fucking wicked.
That's how it feels in hand, and it's comfortable as ever. And that
ring
is good.
If you ever want to see a box cutter, that's it, right?
Oh, it's sharp on both ends. It's sharp here and it's sharp here.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So if you want to
That's
drag it
dope.
like this and then come back around like this on a box.
Do it. Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that thing, dude. So when I made the move, I put all my really nice knives in like a roll, and I hid it in my truck, which I put on a flatbed and had somebody transported across country. But I stored my knives in this container, about 10 of them, like my best pieces.
Okay.
And when the car got delivered to me, I couldn't find the roll, and I was convinced that the guy fucking stole it. And I got on the horn, bro, and I bitched them out, bro. And then but the guy's like, listen, I know the guy who drives the truck. He very honest guy. I promise you, he no steal. And I'm like, fuck you guys. You owe me money. I'm gonna fucking sue you. And the guy's like, just please go look again, please. I promise. He a very good Christian man. And I yelled at this guy. I walked back to my car and found the fucking roll.
Ah, man. I bet you kind of felt like crap.
Dude, I felt like shit, but that feeling when you feel like you've lost your knives. It was like somebody killed one of my babies or something, bro.
That reminds me, I lost one of my beer bombs, and I don't know where it is.
Oh no, you better find that shit.
I
want a beer bomb.
Do you have a beer bomb? The
I don't. I don't, but I'd like one.
It's one of those things like there's no use for it. I let my brother use one when we were at the Wisconsin Dells this last week. I said he had a beer, and I was like, dude, just open it up with this. Just you can open it up with it. It needs some use.
It needs something. I don't have a beer bomb, but I have the duck nut.
Oh, cool.
This is a big little place. This is from Caveman EDC. You know Jesse?
Okay. No, I don't.
Dude, you and Jesse would be fast friends. He runs the Caveman EDC group on Facebook.
Okay,
and you guys have hit it off for sure. You know the concept knife Caveman?
I know concept knives, but not the Caveman.
They made a new design last month called the Caveman, and he's the designer of that knife. It's bitchin'. Okay. You check it out. It kind of reminds me of an Evo.
Ooh, that'd be a nice one.
It's got the sheepskin. Ooh, what's that?
This is the concept. I don't remember the name of it. It is a primate.
Oh, primate. They're thinking over there at concept.
You said something concept, and I was like, oh, I got this on my desk. We're talking
concept is they're a very cool and exciting new company, and they're willing to take risks with unknown designers. So they're bringing a lot of cool designs to the market. And as soon as they improve their hardware, I will start buying them again.
What happened? Wait. I feel like there's a story here.
There's just the pivot. I just feel like they could do a better job. Captive pivot. And I've never tried to unscrew a concept knife without stripping a screw.
That's the
word. I don't know if that's that. Yeah, it is the word.
Sid likes the Fenrir. I had the Fenrir. Fenrir is good. People are looking at the Doc Knuckles here, and they're enjoying it.
Yeah, the knuckles are.
Is this Jesse right here?
Jesse Duck Knuckle.
Or no, this isn't who you're talking about, is it?
It could be. I don't know. I can't see the last name.
I don't either.
Why is he here with us?
A Jesse here put in a comment, says Duck Knuckle. Maybe no. And I could be wrong. No, different Jesse. Okay, different Jesse. Different Jesse. Okay, different Jesse.
What's up, Jesse? Nice to meet you, bud.
Yeah, I guess I've got a few concepts. They haven't reached out to me in a while to do any photos. Maybe I did something wrong. Because I
think they're probably just super busy, dude. Because they send knives to people.
Oh yeah. I think the Leviathan one was the last one.
I got something else cool to show you. Have you seen these, dude?
I have not.
These are handmade by Waxed Wing EDC. It's an incredibly thin grind.
Oh,
And you get to pick your handle color and everything, and they're $120, bro, for a handmade custom.
$120? Who makes
Yes.
these?
Waxed Wing EDC.
Wax.
And
Wing.
dude, between the choil and the little sperm thing,
Ooh, I like that end.
dude, it feels fantastic. Excellent little EDC fixie. You know, I really wasn't even thinking of carrying an EDC fixie until I got this thing, dude. This is the one that opened up my eyes. Oh, what are you showing us here? Oh, that's the wax wing. Yeah.
I was just gonna link it up in the chat here so people.
Yeah,
can see
dude.
it.
Cannot go wrong. And he'll take like a week to send you a full custom knife. I mean, that's
Okay.
dope, right? So this was the first EDC fixed blade that I ever had. This is the Muskrat from Kaiser.
Okay, yeah, I had one of those and I lost it. I don't know where it is.
Bro, it's a great little $50. It's $50 on Amazon. And Derek Sharon, who's the designer, sent me these handmade scales. So my Muskrat's dope.
I was just gonna say I have never seen those scales before. Those I like those.
Is that micarta?
I was say is that no? I can't be micarta. Can it? Some type of marble G10 or something?
It's definitely not G10. Honestly, bro, it feels like micarta, but it could be, right?
It could be
That's
somebody. It
swirl.
could be custom because micarta is like basically whatever, and then
Well,
they compact it. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, it's a very special piece because it's, you know, a custom little thing. That's also difficult too when you're talking about selling or giving away knives. Anything that somebody gives you as a gift,
Yeah,
it's like impossible to sell that.
I have a hard time with that. If somebody gives me a knife, I have a hard time getting rid of anything, even if I buy it though. But you're absolutely right. If somebody gifts me a knife, it's like here forever.
Yeah, dude. And then let me show you one other thing. This was my Blade Show pickup. I left Blade Show with one knife.
Yes, very nice.
I love this knife so much, dude. Kyle Bober, and I call it the Bober Pop. Can you hear that thing?
I was just gonna say, open that up and drop it in front of the camera. I want to hear it.
I mean, it's got such a unique sound. I don't know if it transfers, but it's like.
I was just gonna say, if you guys don't have your audio up and you're not hearing that, oh, it sounds so clear. And maybe it's just because I got headphones on and it's like perfect.
Yeah, I can totally see how it sounds good with cans. But dude, this is totally handmade, right? And the precision on here is like, how does somebody do that with their hands? You know, like for real.
That's exactly what I mean. Like these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, Kyle, I think learned under Enrique Pena.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, it's a small knife. It's probably about the size of that mini Benchmade. See that?
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty small.
Dude, just perfect. It's perfect for my EDC tasks. You know, opening shit up. I had a phase where I was into Warncliffs.
Okay.
But sometimes I need a pokey tip to open something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So Warncliffs really aren't the best. And if you can see here, he's got this reinforced tip.
Oh yeah, so very Chavez-esque.
It really is. But this swedge on top with this grind right there makes for a really strong tip, dude.
I like that.
That's the other thing about
American Tonto. Is that considered American Tonto?
Probably, right? Probably an American Tonto.
I'm trying to compare it to the 007 Tonto.
That 007 is so sick. But that's the other thing, dude, about the this protein is, can you see what it does on the tip there?
Oh yeah, I definitely see that now. Now that
like, is that liquid? I mean, it's like reinforced because it like it gets fatter and then comes to a tip.
Yeah,
I can't even.
That is easy. I like that. And
yeah, you're
breaking the tips off of Chavez, or sorry, Umnunzans.
That they're doing something you shouldn't be doing with it.
I like. Oh yeah. I like that though. Dang. Now you got me. See, that might be on that list now. My list is like grocery list times 100. I mean, it's There's
It
a lot
changes.
of knives on there.
It changes, but that protein, bro, you gotta try one of those.
Dang.
Insane.
You're showing me knives that I haven't seen. Like there's a whole nother realm, and and this is what I love about this, because you're showing me knives that now I gotta get. I'm adding to my list right now.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I know I hate to add to the list.
That is what it is.
And you know what,
That's what I love about it.
I want to do a shout out for Asher. Asher knives, dude, because when it comes to action, you don't have to spend $600 to get amazing action. Like this thing's, Ashers are $100, and the crossbar lock on this thing, like
This
usually
been carrying for a while.
a bit. Usually on crossbar locks they don't have like a detent, and they're kind of mushy.
Yeah.
This thing is not mushy at all. Like that, they're like that. Usually, like you don't have this kind of a crisp detent on that Benchmade. That's pretty good.
That's clean. I like that. I don't have an Asher in my collection right now, believe it or not.
Dude, honestly, Asher is such a sick brand. And then this thing, I would rival the action on this thing with a Rosie any day.
Okay.
Like the action on this knife is so good. This is like,
whoa. Well,
this is another all carbon fiber build. It's like probably less than 3 ounces. And dude, I mean, second to none. The action on this thing's second to none. So I really appreciate Asher because, he's one of the guys that's like, look, I can get a overseas OEM knife and I'm not going to charge you $300 for it.
That's the hard part. And you talk about overseas and the tariffs and all these things that these companies are making, but over here in America, when these guys make these knives, it's so much more expensive. And that's what's really hard. I wish it wasn't that bad, because I know a lot of guys who make knives and they say it's so hard to find, not only to find them, but then to afford to have it done in a timely manner in America. I wish it wasn't so hard.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And if they
and you're not talking about a little more expensive. You're talking about 300% more expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
hard.
For me personally, I am willing to absorb that cost. I like knowing that I helped an American family get their health insurance, their new car, their pool. I like knowing that I'm supporting a company that's supporting families here, So, it is what it is, but I'm one of the people that's open to at least paying the extra money for it. It doesn't bother me as much.
It's because you make a living off doing something, and then that person's making a living. You expect XYZ, so why shouldn't they expect XYZ amount too? So I'm with you. I'm with you full and full.
100%.
At the end of the day, they're making a living off making these knives that we love so much.
And like recently, I follow a guy on Instagram, and sometimes he'll make a video where he calls people out, for doing this or that or whatever. And he recently called out a knife maker because the knife maker did a production run with Redot.
Yep.
He was selling his knives, I think for like $700, $750.
Oh, wow.
Which is like a regular Redot that people are selling for $300, $350, and he's selling them for $750. And so this guy was really blatantly just tearing him a new asshole because he said the guy's greedy, But the way I look at it, the guy's he's been blessed enough to develop a fucking following.
Oh, yeah.
His knives, they were sold out in 4 minutes. So his people are willing to pay what he's asking. Well, so, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I feel, he's got a following.
Yeah, and especially if you're good at what you do, don't do it for free. I mean, who said that? The Joker?
You're getting life quotes
from Batman.
I was like, listen, why tear the guy a new ass? Because if people are willing to pay, he's not tricking anybody. People are willing to pay, and I kind of I'm on his side of that argument.
I am too. I mean, if it's a good
Yeah.
knife, what did Knife Nut 69 said? He said here, as long as you get value out of it, that's all that matters. And if it's a bad knife, I mean, he's not going to keep selling these knives if they're bad. So it's clearly
That's right.
good.
That's right. And I don't know. I don't think greed is. I think we make what we can make, and life is fucking hard, bro. Life is hard, and it's getting harder every year to make money. So if you found an oil well and you struck rich, like who the fuck am I to knock you for it?
100%, 100%. Speaking of expensive knives, Chris Valdez just entered the chat. What's up, guys? Chris is House of Blades. He's got probably the most Chris Reeve knives I know of an owner. Chris has got quite a few.
Oh, I think I know Chris.
You've seen Chris Valdez around. He's like I said, he's House of Blades.
Yeah, House of Blades. That's very familiar. I'm probably following on Instagram. What's up, Chris? What do you got? What do you got in the pocket?
Yeah, you know what? I've probably been lacking. I'm gonna pocket check you. What is your carry today, or what have you already carried? I don't know where you are. I think it's probably about noon or 30 where you are.
Yeah, I mean
30 where I am.
I mean, it's been this, and it's going to be this for a while. Okay. Like if I left the house right now, I would either grab this or this to put in my pocket. Okay. This is such a cool object. Like, forget the fact that it's a knife, dude. It's just a fucking dope object to have, and it also goes like that.
I'm here for that fidget factor. I think the fidget factor is fun. I think it's just part of the knife. I mean, if you open a knife and it just goes, you're gonna be like, okay, it's cutting. Yes, it's a tool. If you open a knife, it goes ting. It sounds like a Harley Davidson. That ting 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 ting. If you got that, if you guys got that reference, give me a thumbs up.
Yes, 100%. Well, you know what I've learned also. Like, I don't really collect for myself. I collect for the guy I run into that I'm gonna whip out my pocket knife for, and I want a conversation starter, and I want to be able to impress him with something cool.
Have you seen the CMB made knife called the Kawanangare?
I don't know.
I don't know where mine is, and it's so I have like 6 Pelican boxes directly that way stacked up with knives. I'll just pull a picture of it.
Do you really have 6 Pelican boxes?
Yeah. Well, there's more. I have an addiction. I pretty much got to figure it out.
Well, awareness is half the battle, bro. As long as you know what you're dealing with.
Oh, yeah. I was just say, as long as I've got it figured out here. Oh, Chris says he's rocking the Bilgewater Jackrabbit with Ultim and a prototype. Fly bar.
Ooh, wow, okay. Bilgewater. Fancy pants over there. Those are beautiful. Nice. Yeah.
And Dan Stan has got the Spyderco Para 3 and a QB JL and a Quaken Fixie. Okay, and that's his carry today. Very nice as well.
Dude, Quakens are so good. Like, just as a tool, it's no surprise that shape has been around for 1,000 fucking years. Oh, dude. That thing is so wicked.
I got one in
That's the CMB that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the Kawanangare. That's got that. They call that a crisp blade.
Yes, I've definitely seen that.
And it's only sharp on one side. It's not dual edge.
Uh-huh.
It's really kind of cool, but when it's closed, it kind of gives me South Park vibes. If you know, is it Hanky? just
yeah, I can see that.
Just put that out in the universe.
Yeah, I can totally see that, bro.
Sid says, admitting is another part of the battle. Welcome to the EDC Anonymous. Steve's got the QSB mini canary neck knife and a TCAL Warthog. Nice.
Yeah, those canaries are fire.
They are nice. QSP has got the most budget-friendly action that's just butter smooth. Every time I've ever carried a QSB, it's just butter smooth.
I have yet to hold a QSP. I hear penguins are fantastic.
Yeah,
I've
you
yet
should
to
get a
try one.
penguin.
Do they? What about QSP? Are they sending? Are they sending demos to content people?
They do. I'm not on their list, I guess. I've had to buy
Gotcha.
mine.
Gotcha. And do you reach out to them? Because I can't imagine if you reached out to them, they would tell you no. I mean, look at your setup, bro.
I
Like you have the
should.
best setup, dude.
Ah,
Your studio looks good.
it's my office. I gotta sit in here for work. I gotta enjoy it in here.
It's two things. It's the microphone and the lighting. You're very good at lighting, and lighting is so important. I don't think people really understand how valuable the lighting is.
It's the photographer. That's what it is.
Yes.
Like I like to have cool lights. Like to me, that's what it is for me.
Mm-hmm. But it just looks so pro. Like, I'm looking at your side of the screen here, and it just looks like I'm on, Howard Stern or something. It looks very professional.
Okay. I grew up watching Howard Stern, so I'm cool with that.
Me too. Me too, bro. Me too. Howard was the shit.
We got a couple more pocket checks. Sid's got the Urban FI.5, but in brass, and his new Chief coin, also the Bacero in brass, the Big Idea Designs brass slim bone
Nice.
action, and the Paradrop leather organizer in his bag. Brass, that's got to be a heavy bag. Good thing it's leather to hold up all that.
Yeah. Big Idea is a company that I really admire from afar, and I've always been trying to try one of their things. But their stuff looks great. I love their branding. The pen.
Yeah, those are two of their pens. I would say Danny does a good job at their photography. It's just clean. It's aesthetic. Their brand is just got their own aesthetic when it comes to looking at stuff.
Yeah.
And also, are you a fan of Peter McKinnon? Maybe he's not really EDC, he's more camera photography.
Oh, I don't even know the name. I'll have to look him up.
Pete's Pirate Life. How about that? The coins you see out there, the Pete's Pirate Life coin.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That sounds very familiar. So he's a photographer?
So, yeah, he's a famous Canadian photographer, but I think he's broadened the EDC photography was because of him. People are taking photos.
Wow.
Sam Raven the Pirate, like he's that caliber photographer of EDC, but he's got his own knives, but Big Idea Designs. Maybe I'm spoiling this if anybody doesn't know this, but they make his coins, his all that stuff. The Pirate Life is him.
Oh,
Big Idea
okay.
is Pete's Pirate Life. So the aesthetic, like cool stuff that you like of Big Eye, you would probably enjoy some of his stuff.
I bet you I would. I think did the Lander do a special Lander with Pete's Pirate Life? Yeah.
Yes. Yep, that brass one.
I
thought about getting on that one.
It's fire. It looks awesome. And the Lander with that brass on there, nice.
I miss my Lander. My Lander, well, it's broken half.
Uh-oh. You throwing at something?
That one had a knife test to it, and I will tell you, it exceeded my expectations. It is a heavy duty knife for $60. It went through everything like great. I mean, granted, I smashed a hammer into a bolt of it. It ain't gonna last very long, but I will tell you, it exceeded my expectations, in my opinion.
You know what has been you know what has stumped me? I'll tell you. Sean Ashmore, very famous guy, and he came out with a knife design. And I'm just like, I don't get where he's coming from, because it's like a budget knife.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would anybody design a knife that? I mean, don't get me wrong, love budget knives, but they're their own category. But it's curious to me why he would enter the design world and not make like a nice $300 knife. Why he's going in to do a budget knife. I'm sure he has good reasoning, and it's probably better thought out than anything I could think of. But it's interesting to me that he's entering with a knife that has like such a low price point, which is a great idea. I mean, everyone can have one. So he might be smarter than me by far. But it was just interesting to me why he wouldn't like come in with a really expensive knife. So, yeah, those things are wicked.
Peace Neighbor, I would say like his pry bars aren't something that everybody can afford, and this is where he started. And
Yes.
his feed is $85.
Yes.
So I think, in my opinion, maybe he went that route because everybody has a chance to get his stuff, and that's where I'm thinking about it. Like, everybody has a chance to get their hands on it. That's kind of where
Yes.
I'm maybe aiming for, and that might have been his goal.
That's probably exactly right. He probably just learned from the experience with the Peace Neighbor that it's not accessible for a lot of people.
Best damn EDC. Taylor made that beautiful. Was it the Cayman? That knife was great. It when you want something that's tradition with modern technology in it, that was made by Civivi. Civivi's I'm okay with that, because here's the thing. Best damn EDC, he's held more knives than I've ever fathomed of holding. He knows what's good. Why not share that with more people? Don't get me wrong, I love an expensive knife because I know the quality that goes into it, but I would love to see that knife then turned into a high-end knife. Let's say he reaches out to like a custom maker and says, I would like to make a batch of 100 of these, whatever, whatever it is. I don't know. I see both sides of it. Like I said, Ramon Chavez, that knife forever, that started out as a custom knife for, money that I can't afford. And then he made a production. Maybe it's going backwards. Maybe they make the production level, see how well it does, and then they go in and make a high-end one.
That, I think, you know what? I think you're onto something there, bro. I think you're onto something.
Only way
I think that's a great model. The Peace Neighbor is actually OEM'd by Griffworks. I mentioned that earlier on. Who's the guy who's doing the OEM for my project?
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, so we're a little bit connected like that. And so Griffworks, I've also seen him make a few versions of that Civivi Guile, but as a full titanium USA made in-house knife. So it's exactly what you just said. Went from the budget one. Yeah.
The Iconic, you ever heard of Iconic Knives?
Sure, yeah.
They
have like a lot of designers, but they're very affordable.
Yeah, they've worked with like was it
Bryant Brown?
Yes, there you go. That's what I was thinking of. Ramon Chavez. Like, I've actually had a chance. I've literally held every single knife that they've had, because I did their videos for their marketing team, and I've held every single one of them. And they're all made by high-end custom makers. So like the RCK9 is still my favorite. I've got an RCK9, but then a budget of a production level. So we're talking, Chavez, a custom maker, huge expensive knives, and then you go on to making them re-op made to be production level for still a high-end price. $300 is expensive, down to like a $60 knife made by Iconic. You talk about, like, anybody can basically now have a Chavez design in their pocket, whatever level you're at. I love that.
And it might not be the same materials, but it is the similar or same geometry, which is enough to get you to kind of fall in love with the design, so you can escalate. You can escalate your,
I've heard of people, they will buy a cheaper version. Like, if you want to get into like let's say you're like, I really want an RCK9, but I'm afraid to spend that kind of money on it, right? You go out and you can buy an Iconic for $60. You trash it, you love it, whatever, and then you're probably like, you know what? It's time to step it up. I'm going to go buy another one. I'm going to buy the expensive one now, because I went backwards. I've got an RCK9 because I don't have the Iconic one anymore. I had to send it back, but I'm hopefully going to get another one because I want to pocket it. I don't know if you've ever held an RCK9, but it is.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I had one of the. I was lucky enough to score one of the Dunes editions that they did like a year and a half ago. Okay. And dude, if there's ever a list that you can make for knives that you wish you hadn't sold, it'd be that RCK9. That thing was wicked, and I just went into a phase where I was like, it's too chunky to carry.
Yeah, it is not a small knife. I see. I'll be honest with you, I want to trade out my RCK9 because it's almost too fancy for me. I'll show you. I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah, that's it.
Part of me wants to trade it out because, don't get me wrong, it's really cool. I love the purple and that titanium.
Oh yeah, dude. It's a good one.
I didn't turn my other light on.
Yeah, dude. I love the profile of that knife.
But I just want a plain Jane one. I mean, I just want a plain Jane titanium one. So if anybody ever wants to make a trade, I haven't hardly used it that much.
Just trade RCK9 for RCK9?
Yeah, I just want a plain Jane one.
Uh,
I don't know why. I don't know. I love the knife. I just want a plain one. I don't know.
what's not plain about that? Just the ano?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
let me see if I can. Let me do this really quick here.
But it doesn't have any
I have a
like a
light
milling
range.
pattern on it, does it? Is there any
Yeah.
milling on there?
Let me do my extra camera here, my drop down.
Dude, Chavez has this that colorway where there's like brown and green on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do love that one.
Dude, so nice.
I think I have my camera turned on up here.
All right, I need 30 seconds here. Dave?
But I don't know. If let me see who we got in the chat here. Who else? Let me just catch up while he's taking a break. Knives Are Live says the TRM Neutron frame lock quiet carry, very nice. Quiet carry is a good one. The Vision FG clear Lexon scales green. The Wubin G5, very nice one. And a PowerPoint. Love those. Love that carry. Let me just catch up here really quick here. High Tide says the House of Blades exclusive large and cozy is an absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. Did you get one of those, High Tide? You snagged one of those? Rocky, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's see here. Sid says, gotta admit, Peter McKinnon introduced a lot of us EDC community to the EDC community a few years back. As much as I don't want to admit, I never know people took pictures of knives. You know, I will agree with you, Sid. I kind of fell in that realm as well myself, kind of where it's like, yeah, I definitely didn't realize taking pictures, but I won't say Peter McKinnon did it. Peter McKinnon, I think, introduced me to a new level of it. I will say Taylor Martin got me into taking pictures of EDC gear. High Tide's got the CRK large and cozy Magnicut Tonto Notorious Big Papa. The Damasteel Kingpin front flipper in the OD, Mike Carter Kingpin slip joint, Phoenix LD09 light, and the Chavez Type Pen. Dang. I don't have 4 knives on me. I like having extra knives on me. I just can't help it. It is what it is. The Guile is supposedly good for its price, but making titanium scales for just up a custom pivot. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm trying to catch up here. People are talking about where I'm like way behind on the chat here, so just catching up here. Peter introduced me to photography. So Rocky Canyon actually went backwards in saying that Peter McKinnon introduced him to photography, where Sid was saying earlier that Peter McKinnon introduced taking photos of his EDC gear to him. So I'm kind of saying Taylor Martin introduced me personally.
Interesting. I had the privilege of bumping into him and getting a photo at Blade Show. Very cool guy. And isn't it amazing, like how quickly he became so popular with the EDC stuff?
Oh yeah.
The American dream is still there. It might not be as accessible and it might not be the same as it was, but it's still there, bro. If you do good shit and you create something good and different, you can still get success. Absolutely. And it's inspiring to see that shit, you know?
I didn't know people were like, this was a community. I just thought like people had pocket knives, and then I get on and like watching Taylor Martin, you know, seeing him like talking about EDC. Like he introduced me to the beer bomb. Like I was like, who would have ever like I never would have fathomed to have something like that, or half the really super nice knives he showed off and then taking pictures of them. And like that's what introduced me big time. I'll be honest with you. Like I just didn't know there was a thing. I didn't even know when it was that I started my Instagram, like 2023, maybe I started my Instagram, but I was watching stuff for so long before that.
2023, that's not long ago at all.
That's what, yeah. You're
just getting warmed up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was posting stuff on my personal channel and I was like, you know, I'm probably annoying my friends. I'm just going to make my own my own channel and like just post only EDC gear and keep the family and the kids pictures. I used to have like my bodybuilding, my football days, that's on the personal channel, and I keep this just like EDC gear.
Yep. 100%. I don't really care about like my social media following, but in the line of work that I do, when you do stand-up comedy, a lot of times the clubs pay you based on how many followers you have.
Yes.
So my follower count began to be more important to me. And what happened was I was picking up around 200 to 300 new followers every month.
Wow.
And as soon as I started showing knives on my channel,
did it plummet? Did you lose people?
It shut me down. I mean, I started getting, from 300 new followers. From 300 new followers a month, I was getting 20 new followers over 3 months.
Oh, dang.
So it fucked me hard, bro, badly. And so they put me in some kind of a shadow ban system where my stuff just doesn't go out to my followers. So that's why I started another page.
That's right, because your EDC page didn't. I mean, you haven't had that one very long.
Yeah, no, it's like less than probably 6 or 7 months, and I had to. I literally had no option. It was either stop taking pictures or make a new channel. Exactly.
Did you delete them all and then appeal it and get back?
No, I didn't even bother with it.
You should, because as where you are, you should with that channel, and I hate to say that, but just so you get back to that level, because like I said, it's your livelihood. In my opinion, this EDC stuff, like I'm banned on that stuff, like shadow banned, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, because the people that are following me, they're following me because they're into that. They're gonna seek it out, and I'm okay with that because my stuff is for those people. But your other, like that channel, that's what you may want to try to appeal it.
You might be right. You might be right, bro. I'll think about that. I definitely will think about what you said. You might be right.
Because your EDC page, the people are going to follow that, and they want to see. Like I follow obviously both your pages, but I'm going to follow it because I want to see the knives. You know what I mean? Like your other page, I want to see what you're up to, like with your other stuff. But like you said, I would hate to see you lose all that following because of these silly things. Like I just don't get why they're dangerous. Why does social media not like these? What is
honestly,
so
dude? Honestly, when I hold and touch knives, the weapon aspect of it is the last thing I think about.
No.
But for some people, when they see me go like this on my Instagram, they see it as a violent behavior.
It's I don't get it. I really truly don't get it.
Me neither. But it is what it is.
Wave alpha.
Dude, I've had cops called on me for being in public and flicking my knife. I was at the grocery store the other day outside, and I was literally filming a video on my phone, and the cops rolled up.
Oh my God. What?
They're like, we got a phone call. There's some crazy guy in the parking lot with a knife.
Were you at home or were you like in a different state?
At the grocery store. I'm in Georgia.
Oh my God, what?
And I was standing at my car. I was standing at the car with my door open, the driver's side door open, and I was kind of like filming like in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
And somebody called the cops.
What?
Yeah, dude, I had to give my info. And he showed up and he's like, I'm sorry, bro. I got a call. I got to come, check it out. And I ended up gaining a follower. So it worked out.
That's
luckily for me, especially considering my criminal background, luckily for me, the cops usually are big Mighty Ducks fans.
I was gonna say, yeah, that because most are like my era. Like I'm 36. So
yeah.
That, like I grew up watching that. Like when I introduced you, that was my fun little introduction. We've seen you stop hockey pucks. You taught us how to shave, and now we get to watch you in a hobby that we love so much, pocket knives. These are tools, they're not weapons, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna ever use one as a weapon, to be honest with you. Probably will never, hopefully I never need to, but
dude, if you ask me, a knife is the worst weapon to use to defend yourself First of all, people don't know they're stabbed until 20 minutes later. So you can stab somebody and they keep fighting you. Then you got the possibility of them taking the thing away from you and using it against you.
That was
So
be like, yeah.
And then if you do score some like quality strikes, it's a fucking mess everywhere. It looks like your girlfriend's on the rag. I mean, what are we trying to do here? Like, I just think a knife is the worst possible thing for a weapon. I would use pepper spray before I'd use a knife on anyone.
Bear spray. You can buy that at your local
100%.
wherever. Just carry that around if you really because there's certain things you can't carry. You can carry that wherever you want. You can carry a bottle of pepper spray. You can buy that anywhere too.
And that shit is way worse. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody get pepper sprayed, bro.
I've done it to myself just so I know. I've got so my best friend, the best man in my wedding, he was in the military and he talked about how he had to wear like this gas mask and they put him in. I don't know the whole finagle thing they did, but it was like worse than pepper spray. And he had to take his mask off. And I was like, this is the worst feeling ever. I was like, okay, pepper spray me because that's the closest I'll ever need to be. He's like, and I was like, that's enough. I can't imagine. Like, because here's the thing, like, I think police officers, before they can tase or have a taser or pepper spray, they have to be tased and pepper sprayed. And I could be wrong before they can carry it.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I don't know if it's a must, but I know it's it's the policy of a lot of departments is that if you have to be tased in order for you to use that.
I've never been tased. Knock on wood.
That sounds like the dumbest idea. I don't know why they make cops suffer through that. I mean, if you're unlucky enough to get pepper sprayed in duty, that's one thing. But to have your own boss do it to you, that sounds like a tough job.
They have a tough job that I don't know. They truly do. What does High Tide say? He says the highest risk of using a knife in self-defense is that you have it taken away from you or you drop it. Exactly. Can you imagine, like, if I'm taking this out here, this thing is slipperier than ever when it comes to something like that. Because if you're in that type of, like, you're sweating. Let's just put it.
Your heart's beating. Yeah. Your heart's beating.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the last guy I want to be holding a knife in a pressure situation, dude. You know, like I almost stabbed myself in so many ways. Like, I've never cut myself like actually using the knife. I've only cut myself like picking it up or transferring it or, you know, dropping it or something. So, I mean, I don't know. Using a knife in self-defense is just ridiculous to me.
I'm trying to think if I've ever actually so I used to work as a graphic designer and a graphic installer. So we would have to cut the graphics out if we're doing like in a locker room or a press box or a car. You had to have this like 8-foot ruler, and I would always use a knife, an X-Acto knife. I've sliced the tip of this tip and the sides the only time on my index finger because I'm holding the ruler like this and my thumb. The only times I've ever cut myself, but 90% of the time it's absolutely flipping it out, or I've cut myself in videos, which is why I carry a Band-Aid is always on my desk. It says "Be less dumb." So if you see this on my hand, it's because I cut myself farting around on a video.
Yep. You know what I would like to see? You know what I would like to see? I wish there were YouTube videos that I could watch where guys are actually using their knives on their job. Like, I want to see the guy, like the fisherman on the fisher boat. I want him to I want to see what he's using, and I want to see the knife in actual, like, everyday, actual practical use.
Benchmade has the best shorts and ads when they're like, they got the guy and the fisherman, like one guy's pulling a fish in on a reel, and then you see that Benchmade just sitting on there, and then you see him cutting and filleting a fish, and Benchmade is so good at that. They suck me in.
Apparently they're not in my feed, apparently, because I haven't seen them do that shit.
They do a good job at that. I see, and that's why, like, in my videos for Daily Knife, and I should transfer that over to like this channel, like actually showing it being used. And like, the only problem is I don't like breaking the knife because I don't like breaking knife, but I should do more cut tests and actually show what I can do. I want to do more of that. And I agree.
anytime guys are showing the knife, even if they're slamming it into a bench or whatever the fuck it is, anytime I can actually see some performance out of it, I'm always geared towards looking at that shit.
So 2 things I'm going to be doing so far is more usability in the videos and carrying a Damascus blade and using.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. This I want to see.
Should I use the mini?
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
using that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Put some love on and wear on and some experience onto that mini.
See what happens. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I will. I mean,
I love it.
if that's what people want to see. Like I said, this is a community thing, and I've got lots of knives. Why not? I mean, might as well.
That's what I want to see. There's a guy on YouTube. One of the guys, his name is Scab. Have you seen that guy?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I love watching him. Like he'll take a Bowie and fucking like chop a tree stump in half.
He's
Love
got
that
the
shit.
knives that I wish you. Well, I don't know if I wish I could carry it, but if you saw him walking in that knife in Walmart, you know what knife he's got because his knives are usually like.
Yeah, dude.
Like
he's at like Subway sandwich. Yeah. He's at Subway sandwich with one of those fucking things, chopping his hoagie in half.
Captain Ricky is in chat. He says, sometimes I open part of the box with one knife and the rest of the box with another knife. So here's Ricky. He's like, all right, halfway open. Switch that knife out.
Switch it out real quick.
This one.
That's like switching your Jordans halfway through the day is what that's like.
Well, that actually makes more sense, though. Happy to see you here, Ricky. Number 1 folder used by ranch hands on the job is a buck 110 or a one. Well, that makes sense because those guys they don't know better. I think those guys aren't watching YouTube. They don't know what knives are out there. They just know that's because that's what their grandpa had. That was the first knife I ever actually field dressed. My first buck was a buck 110. I didn't know better. I was a kid and I actually snapped the tip of the blade off it. And
no shit.
Mine is short.
I hear lately that Buck has a good heat treat and that they're actually doing heat treats for other companies.
That I didn't know. I did not know that. Ricky's
dude,
sad that we're judging him, by the way. He's sad that we're judging the way he uses his shit.
But we like it, so we're judging in a good way.
Exactly.
You know, I didn't really understand. You know, sometimes you get a knife and it helps you understand things better. Yes. I got the SPK Shark, and that helped me understand what a good heat treat was. Because, to be honest with you, most of my blades, I put them through 30 or 40 cuts through cardboard, and they lose their bite. You know, most of them. I got to hone it, or I got to strop it, or whatever. But the SPK Shark, it doesn't lose its bite. I don't care what you do to it. So I'm figuring it's because of the heat treat. Because it's just Van X and it's, got good geometry.
The best steel out there. I'm just putting that out there. That if I ever design a knife and the perfect fit, it's probably gonna be Van X. I love Van X.
Yeah, Van X is so dope. And I never had this problem out in California. I never had any problem with corrosion. So it wasn't even something I figured in because I didn't need it. But out here in Georgia, the humidity, like my shit starts to rust. So now it's like an actual concern for me. I need something that's corrosion resistant.
So I live in Minnesota, and I don't think people realize it gets humid as F here in Minnesota, guys. Yeah. Please remember, we are the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yep.
And water makes humidity, and I have had knives rust in my pocket as well. So I know what you mean. But I'm surprised when you say California, you didn't have to worry about that. Did it have to do with the fact that, maybe you weren't swimming in the ocean? I mean, I feel like
not a beacher, so it wasn't really a beach community, but just the humidity there purely. Okay. In fact, towards the last few months, I was living out in a desert out in California, so it's just drier there, and rust is never something you had to worry about. But I was here for about 2 months, and then I went to look at some of my knives that were just stored, and most of them had some rust on them.
Oh, don't
literally.
So I'm in my office here. I'm in my basement, and I actually have 2 humidifiers or dehumidifiers outside my office. And when I leave for the night, I bring them in here for that exact reason because I don't want my knives to rust. I also have a couple things over in that corner that we won't say on YouTube because
Okay.
that's even worse than knives. That'll make people apparently cringe too much knowing about pupies. But we won't go there.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, don't even go there, bro.
I won't even say it out loud. Apparently, High Tide says North Texas humidity is low today, a low at 52% at 93 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, that Texas weather. No, thank you, bro. This shit gets too hot.
So
Too hot.
you were talking about Buck being the best heat treat. I'm assuming Ricky is saying BOS heat treat is the best. I'm assuming that maybe means Buck, or am I wrong?
Oh.
Maybe I'm missing out on the chat here, but help me out, guys, in the chat. I'm learning something new about Buck. I didn't know about this, so I'm learning myself here.
And they also have a custom shop that looks really interesting because, getting custom stuff at the prices that they're offering sounds dope. But Buck is one of those companies that really isn't really in the knife community. So we don't hear about them as much because they don't do drops and they don't do,
No.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't. Here's the thing, like I would love to. Well, if you say they make custom knives, that would be cool to get an OEM by Buck. You know how many?
Yeah.
My dad would be all over that. My dad carried a Buck 110. I think he had 3 different ones. I don't even know, but he carried Buck all the time. That was his jam. So I'm gonna have to do a little more research on that. Ricky and
take a look.
seem to know about this too. So
Yeah, definitely take a look. A custom piece, from one of their makers. Also, another company that's been intriguing me lately is the Montana Knife Company.
yes, they actually have a drop with orange going on right now.
Right.
So if people are into Montana Knife, right now is the time to buy.
They seem fantastic. On paper, the guy whose company it is was the youngest guy ever to become a master bladesmith.
Yes.
That's cool, and I really do feel like obviously you don't have to get that certification to be a master, right? But if you have it, your knives are probably pretty dope. Have you seen the testing process that they have to go through in order to? Dude, it is wicked. They have to make a knife that withstands all these kinds of pressure tests. Like it has to be a certain hardness, but it also has to be able to bend 45 degrees.
I've seen that, and I love that. That's cool.
Nuts. And if you can make a knife like that where it's, that hard, but also soft enough to where it won't chip, that's dope.
That's a big deal. And, I don't think I've really needed to use my knife to that level.
Sure.
I want to be able to, because people are always like,
yeah.
Why do you care about the steel? Mike, why does it matter what steel is on your knife? You're just going to open up a bunch of cardboard boxes or whatever. But also I use them for hunting, and then you don't need that, all those things. But I drive a Ford Raptor. Do I need a truck for the damn Baja? No, but I want to be able to.
Right, you want to be able to.
I guess 6 months out of the year we got snow drifts. The drifts aren't sand dunes, but they sure seem like it in the winter here in Minnesota sometimes. But
yeah,
same thing goes with a knife. Sure, I'm not going to do that, but I want to be able to. I want a knife that can withstand that.
Yes, I have purposely not bought knives because the sharpening choil wasn't good enough. And am I going to sharpen that thing 20 times to where the choil becomes obsolete? No, but I want to be able to.
Exactly. Well, we were talking about the plunge grind. You're talking about that. Who thinks about that stuff? Who sharpens their knife that much? Well, they're probably using the heck out of their knife, but you're absolutely right. The plunge grind, who put a video on that recently? Or not recently, it was actually a couple months ago. And I never thought about that as a thing. Now I'm looking for it now.
Yeah, now it's a thing. I can't have a smile when I go to sharpen it. And that's one thing I'm I'm looking forward to getting into is getting a fixed angle system and getting into sharpening. I've been meaning to do that, but that's like the ultimate to me. When I can sharpen, then I'll really use things the way they were meant to be used. Do you know what I mean?
I'm with you. So I can kind of give you direction, and maybe people in the chat, maybe you guys won't like it, but I can give you direction on the style of sharpener. You don't have to say you have to necessarily get the one that I would recommend, but Work Sharp makes the precision adjust. It's basically like stones, but you can't mess up the angle. Do you have one of those? Or have you seen those?
I don't have one. But I
You know what I'm
might.
talking about?
Yeah, I know the precision adjust very well. I mean, I haven't taken it out of the box and messed with it, but I know
You
it's
have
up
one.
there with one of the top. No, I don't have one.
Okay.
But I know it's one of the top systems out there. Would you say it's comparable to some of the lower level TS Profs and things
TS
like that?
Prof is probably honestly better. I guess that's what I have never compared them, but I'm not to that level where I need anything better or worse. I just think I have the Work Sharp. Yes, they did send it to me, but it does exactly what I want it to do. I suck at angles, and here's the thing: a lot of my knives, they're coated, they're DLC coated, and you know how much that would piss me off if that was not straight. That the black and silver line, if that wasn't straight, that would just bug the crap out of me.
Oh yes.
But I believe stones are the best sharpener out there, and if I can have it perfect, that's what I'm going with.
So you're using the Work Sharp then? That's your
that's what I use. Yep.
system. And those they're like $120, right?
Well, the professional one is what? Let me pull it up here. So Work Sharp has a couple different ones here. I also have one I keep in my my hunting bag. I have like the field sharpener one as
I've got one of those. Yeah, I've been using that thing.
I think it's perfectly fine. I don't have any of the electric ones like this. I don't have
now that one, dude. That one, the grinder. I mean, that just seems like it's incredibly easy to use.
I think I can agree with you, but I feel like I would wear the heck out of my blade. I would use too much of it, and I could ruin a knife really fast that way. Which is
that
why
the
I like the other one.
Ken Onion? Is that a Ken Onion design machine?
This one's the Ken Onion one. I would love to have one, and I think for somebody who makes one or makes knives, would probably use one of these, or sharpens axes a lot, like in the picture. But I think I don't know. So this is the Pro. The Pro is $449.
Oh,
all the honing and everything.
Right.
You can start out by getting what's the cheapest one? It's just the design, I think, is what I like.
There's one called a Precision Adjust Elite, and that's the one on Amazon.
$150 right here.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get the Elite either. You can get there's a cheaper version of this if you don't get the Elite. And I think that's what I started out with. I think that one's perfect. And I bought this one specifically, and my brother got one, and that was all you need.
Now, what about the clip? Do you ever have a problem with your knives being too small for the setup for the clip, like the clamp?
Yes. So that's where the new one comes in handy. So the new one here has I don't know if you can see this part right here. That gets put down there, and that will hold your smaller like slip joints and stuff. That will hold that in there for you.
And that comes with the Elite kit, huh?
No, this one comes with the Pro Adjust. This is the bigger version.
Oh shit.
But you can get so much with it. I mean, it really comes down to what you're going to use it for and how much you will use it. Like I said, it is much more expensive, but this is everything.
Got everything in there. It's dope.
But
I really think a low angled mirror polished edge does so much to improve not only the performance but the look of a knife. Like when it's got that mirrored edge on there, it just looks sexy to me.
So I'm gonna disagree with you here, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I will fully agree with you. I love it. I love a mirrored edge. But you talk about toothiness. Sometimes I like to have a little bit of toothiness because you can grip through something. That mirrored edge looks great. But I kind of think a toothiness in its own way It depends what you're cutting, though. It really depends what you're cutting. If you're cutting, you know, I don't even know how to describe. Maybe through some wood or even cardboard. Sometimes you want that toothiness. So I'm kind of
Sure.
in the middle. I
Well,
love the way it looks, so I'll always do a mirrored edge.
a lot of my cutting is I got a problem where I sit at my desk and it really does, it helps me relax. It's like ASMR therapy, all of that. And I'll just shred post-it notes when I'm sitting there trying to think of something to write. And so I don't really need toothy. I need something that's going to travel through paper without, exactly.
I will tell you, like, I've never actually needed. Actually, I take that back. I take that back fully. This weekend, we were at the Wisconsin Dells with my family, and my boys were making paper airplanes, and we had a contest who could make the best paper airplane. And I made the traditional one, but I cut the first corner off. So if you fold it twice, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I pulled my knife out and I cut that. That's the first time I really actually used my knife for actually cutting paper in real
Cutting
life.
paper for a purpose.
Yeah, otherwise the satisfaction of cutting through paper, it is so relaxing.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's the root of my obsession, though. I really like doing that. So a lot of my focus is on trying to find just the sharpest blade possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a knife out now. It's called the Best Tech Taipan.
Yep.
Familiar with that one? You have one on your
I
desk?
don't have one, but I like one.
I heard somebody talking about the how thin the geometry of that thing is, and so that's attractive.
Which one is it? Here's a cool looking one. I'll just pull up an image.
It's got some beautiful radial milling on it. Yeah, I see one there. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
And the milling on it is insane. And I hear that it's just a fantastic knife all around too.
It's kind of reminding me of is it Tri-State EDC's knife that looks kind of like that?
I could totally see that. Hey, I got one more thing for you to look up, and then I got to bounce here. But there's something I just found recently, and I'm sure that nobody knows about it. Have you ever heard of Stalwork Messer?
I have not.
Bro, type it in real quick. Stalwork. So STAHL Yeah, it is German. WERK. New word, Messer. EMSSER. And these look dope, dude. There's a whole like another market, a European market who's we don't know those designers because their knives really aren't out here. But this Stalwork, yeah, isn't that thing fantastic looking? And they make that one.
Oh no!
I know, right?
Oh, look at the specifically right there. That's
dude. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
this has got that. Okay, I was just gonna say, what's the name? Fenrir and Thor. Oh,
it's Fafnir, FAF, right?
Oh, Fafnir. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And these kind of remind me of like a German version of Knoll knives in terms of the design aesthetic, like how complicated.
Totally see that.
Yep. I just found these the other day, and that one, I fucking love that one. And really excellent usage of the micarta too. Like they're doing micarta, but like milled micarta. So like you just saw there's a frag pattern in the micarta.
That is
dope, right? And nobody knows about these.
I was gonna say I've never heard of these.
Yeah, I don't even know what their availability is like. Tell you the truth, because the website's in German.
That'd be like
it's like 500.
Yeah, so it says $3.99 in euro, so probably like 500 American.
Yep. Wow. Or a little more. But that one in particular, the Imu, I just love the look of that thing.
Yeah, I'm totally sold. These are I love that.
Right, dude? How fucking dope that thing is. Like, look at that blade. The compound grind on that thing is stupid.
This Colt is only $99 or 99 euros.
I think those are scales, bro.
Oh, is it? Yeah, you're right. Dang it.
Yeah, they got me too on that shit. I was like, hey, there's the entry level, but it's just the hardware.
Dang it. But look at that blade,
know.
though. That is
I
wicked
know.
cool.
I know, dude. And basically what's happening is I think there's like a hollow grind on the flat part, but the tip is I think is a flat grind with like two swedges, 2 swedges.
I just say, yeah, it's kind of another. I hate to compare it to Chavez, but very similar in its own aesthetic.
In the compound, yeah, the way they have that compound grind.
Yeah.
But I don't think these are very chunky. I think they're more of like a slimmer build, you know. I could be wrong, but I would love to try some of these out. I don't even know like how to get a hold of them really.
I was gonna say, how do you? I might have to do a little research and see what they got, because we got some German guys in the community on EDC.
Oh yeah,
Instagram side that are over there.
Oh, they probably know about these then.
You would think so. I mean, isn't Sam the Raven the Pirate? He's from over there. Maybe ask him if he's heard of them. I'm gonna have to save this tab here and kind of come back to it. That's now you got me down this. Like I said, this is what I love about the community. We learn about all this other stuff, and now I'm stuck.
Yeah, now you got something new to go look up. Dude, this has been an absolute pleasure. Anytime you want to hop on and talk blades, bro, I'm down. Just let me know.
It was a pleasure having you. Thank you for taking the time on your day and hanging out with us and joining.
100%, bro. It was a pleasure. I am on Team Barbarian Brawny 100%.
Heck yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm on live too as well. I appreciate you. Have a great week. I'll hit you up later on and talk to you.
Yes, I will see you in the chats, my man.
Yes. Everybody follow him on Instagram.
Yes, please do. Weiss Likes Knives. Bye, guys.
Later. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy.
Man, that was fun, guys. That was fun. Let me link him up for you guys so you guys can make sure you follow him on Instagram. Super cool guy. If you haven't seen him in his Instagram, he is obsessed with knives, is just like you and I. Let me link him up here really quick here. And then I probably should go out and get some food because I am hungry. And I'm going to link him up really quick here and put him in the chat. Here you go. Boom. All right. Guys, I appreciate you, as always, for hanging out here down the Barbarian Bar. Good times, good conversations, and most importantly, make sure your coffee is stronger than your toddler.